Hello, friends. This is Dementia Guy. I hope that this works out for you, even just one third, a quarter of how I hope it works. The reason I'm doing this is not really because I want people to know that, oh, look at me, that I feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for me. I want to help people. Since the age of 5, I believe that I know why I was born. And since the age of 5, I've been trying to help people. I'm not saying I'm some angel, because God knows I'm not, but I have tried to help people. And now, as this Lewy bodies dementia is attacking my brain, 1447, because there's 1,440 minutes in a day. Sometimes, people say, oh, 24/7, but sometimes an hour is too long to get by. You say, oh my God, another hour. But 1447, oh, I can make it another minute. And that's sometimes when you have dementia, that's what you have to go through. And so sometimes I break it down to a minute. Because as the saying goes, inch by inch is a cinch, yard by yard it's hard. Well, minute by minute is hard sometimes. It's a cinch. Hour by hour is hard. So that's why I say, hey, my inch is a minute when we're talking time. Now, what I want to do, and I want to do like a podcast. I don't know much about a podcast. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how to do it. I'm trying to reach out to people to see if they can help me. But I don't know, because right now I am trying to keep my brain active. I imagine it's being attacked 1,440 minutes a day. It's being attacked. What am I doing about it? Oh man, look at poor me. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm not doing that. I am doing okay. In my mind, I'm thinking, all right, come on, Louis, let's go, buddy. And so I imagine, so I eat green. Whenever I get some green food, I said, yeah, eat that. Now what do you say, Louis? I walk. And I was really good before at keeping up with my pedometer, but sometimes I forget it and I walk and it's, oh man, I wish I had it. But then after a while, I said, well, it doesn't matter as long as my body knows what I'm doing. And it does know it. And I go for my annual intense dementia thing. The one that they did first, that I thought, please, I don't believe you. I need to get a second opinion. And the doctor said, oh, please do, please do. So I went, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the Mayo Clinic. By God, since I was a young boy, you look up, if it's at the Mayo Clinic, by God, it's it. It's the Bible. So I go to the Mayo Clinic. My kids take me and we go as a family, and it was a 2-day deal. Kids waited and came out, and the doctor met with my wife and I, and he said, yes, you got Lewy bodies dementia, and you've had it for a while, and we guess probably 2.5 years is about how long you got, because once it hits you now and you're about ready to go into that stage, it's very aggressive. It's the meanest. It's like Alzheimer's on steroids. So I thought, all right. So on the way back from Minnesota, I was in my own zone. What now? And in my mind, I was thinking of a plan. Okay, all right. Because, people always say, well, okay, not always. Avoid saying always. Often say, from my generation, there's a book, it's He says, what I learned about life, I learned in kindergarten. Well, what I learned about life, I learned through sports. Sports taught me that, hey, you got to be strong individually. Because if it's your man to tackle someone and you lose the game, it was you. But then as a team, we have to all work together. We all have to be there, all of us. And so that's what I worked on. Okay, so now, me, the individual, I have to be up to my game, the best I can be, so that my family, all of us, will be good. So that's what I work on. And so after I found out, and then they told me and all this, and I'm going through my own mind, and I make my plan. And about 2 months ago, when I go to get my annual exam, and the doctors come in after their test, and then they go, what the hell have you been doing? And I thought, what? What do you mean, what the hell have I been doing? And they said, your scores are better than they were last year. So he said, whatever it is, just keep doing it. And so I'm going to keep on doing it. Except now, I want to step up a little further. Because I also learned through research, see what I've got is terminal. Because I know where it's going to end. If I'm lucky enough and nothing kills me before, I know how it's going to end. And basically, I know when it starts to go there, I know, bing, bing, bing. Take him out of the oven, he's done. Well, I still got to have a mountain of dreams. I got a mountain of dreams to climb before I get to that house on the hill. And I do have a mountain of dreams. So I have to keep going. But anyway, so along that way, I thought of something. I researched and found that doctors, many do not talk to their patients about end of life because they don't feel comfortable talking about, hey, how do you want to die? And then families don't want to talk about end of life. Dad, please don't want to talk about that now. Dad, okay, so, well, I want to create something where people, like I would just talk about, the main thing, not going to be about my dementia, but it'd be about my final chapter, the one final chapter of my life. What I want to do with my one final chapter. So that now, man, think about it. I am so fortunate because I now know and I can decide how I want to end my life. But like, okay, decide, what do you want to do, buddy? This is it. And so now I know what I want to do. I know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to be talking about it here. But I want others to be able to call the dementia guy and come in so we can hear other stories about what they want to do with the last chapter of their life. If you have terminal illness, if you know someone that has terminal illness, then please have them email me at dementia guy with dementia guy at outlook.com. Or if they want to call me, but please, don't put it in a ladies' room and put for a mediocre time called dementia guy at such and such. But do call me, because sometimes I know it's hard to, whichever's easiest. If you want to call me direct. Now, the way I do it anymore is you call, leave a message and a number for me to call back, and I'll call you back. Because I've done too many where I answer the phone and I wish I'd gotten off the phone because it's some joker that one is trying to sell me something or trying to whatever. So I just don't have time. Remember I told minute by minute, I've only got so many minutes and I don't want to spend it talking to this guy. No, I don't need life insurance, okay? Leave me alone. No, sir, no, leave me alone. So that's why. Call 937-618-2480 or text me, 937-618-2480, and then we'll set up a time for us to talk. Because I'd like you to call in to talk about what you want to do with the final chapter of your life, which I'm calling one final chapter. Because we all have a final chapter. This is a final chapter. Well, this is one final chapter. All right? So if you would do that, so that we have a place where all of us that have a terminal illness can talk about what we want to do with our lives, the last of it. Or if you know someone, a member of your family or a loved one is in their final chapter of their life, or you'd like to talk to them about it, or whatever, come on board. Because this is what this is about. That's what I wanted to be. And if you know how we can do it, if you can help this old man, I'm a retired professor. So, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? I taught at the university level, University of North Texas. Then I went on to Northern Kentucky University, and then had other opportunities, but I decided not to. At Northern Kentucky, I came up here after I retired from University of North Texas. But I got here, and I had a budget for center. It was going to build a global marketing research center. Sadly, that was 2008, the Great Depression. The budget was cut back. I thought, man, about that time, I had major problems health-wise. But anyway, so that's what we want to do. So help me help others. So please reach out to me. Let's show people that we really are united and we really need each other during this final chapter for ourselves, the terminally ill, the families of the terminally ill, the very close friends of the terminally ill. So remember, my name is Dementia Guy. Still, it's SYL. And you know my number. Don't put it in the ladies' room and say for a mediocre time, call. No. All right? All right? I love you guys, and I hope that this goes over even 1/10 as good as I think is what I wanted. It's going to go, it's going to be big. No. All right? All right. Take care, and until next time, which I hope will be, if I get a big response, it'll be soon. If I don't get a response, crickets. Oh, we have a YouTube channel, which is Dementia Guy. A YouTube channel, I guess, I don't know. But, and if you know how to help me, text me, call me, so you can help me, help others. Together, united, we're better. All right? Love you guys. Take care. Bye, my friends.